Data delay in stocks, pre-market, post-market, and day session delays. Why they affect different symbols differently. How they affect minute-based bars. Hi, this is Bill Brower for Inside Edge Systems. Tradestation tip 105 video focused mainly on data delays in futures contracts. Watch that video to understand what my indicator is doing and how it works. I will post a link to that video immediately below. This video looks more closely at data delay in stocks. We will look at average and maximum tick data delay in pre and post market and day session separately on 8 symbols, 4 from the NASDAQ and 4 from the New York Stock Exchange. Here are my observations from this data. First, all symbols show much larger data delays in the pre- and post-market sessions compared to the day session. Second, pre- and post-market sessions show wild swings in tick-to-tick price action. Third, specifically Apple, a stock with the highest volume of all domestic stocks, has the lowest lag. Something that might seem counterintuitive unless Apple is getting special treatment, like perhaps a dedicated server. Fourth, more thinly traded symbols have much greater data lag than Apple. Fifth, some pre-market and post-market activity shows huge delays in excess of 1 hour. Day session data delay in the range of 1 or 2 minutes is not unusual. Let's look at the results after 1 day of testing. The green columns are the day session average and maximum data delays. The worst performer was Rollins, ROL, with an average delay of 12 seconds for every tick and a worst delay of 157 seconds. You can see that ADP and Electronic Arts were not much better. Apple had a normal day session with an average delay of 0.67 seconds and a worst delay of 6 seconds. Ford had a most unusual day with an average of 0.61 seconds and a worst of 3 seconds. That was because of a spike in volume on a huge up day of over 10% in price. Didi, BMY, and Met had normal days with average delays in the range of 2 to 4 seconds per tick. The orange columns are for pre-market delays. Ford was the only symbol with a reasonably average delay of 4 seconds. All others are almost incomprehensibly bad except Apple and ROL. Those 2 symbols had no pre-market trades, which is odd for Apple, which is often heavily traded in both pre- and post-market sessions. The yellow columns are for post-market trading and show similarly atrocious delays. What appears to be happening is that Tradestation servers selectively focus on the symbols with the most activity and allow less active symbols to report on a delayed schedule. Here are my conclusions. Large data delay raises questions about the accuracy of backtesting results and the likelihood of getting reasonable fills. The pre- and post-market sessions have wide ask-to-bid ranges that make it very dangerous to trade using market orders. It is probably better to avoid any trades during those times, but if you must place a trade in pre-market or post-market, you need to use a limit order. I have no evidence that the ticks are out of order in the day session. Even ticks with delays as large as 2 minutes are not out of sequence. However, they may post in the incorrect bar on minute-based data. The data delays measured in this video are assumed to be typical of normal trading days and do not reflect conditions in bear markets or market crashes. The data delays may have serious implications for traders using minute-based data. It is not clear how historic bars are assembled, but if they use times based on exchange timestamps, then historic data, when a chart is refreshed, will not be identical to the data bars formed in real time. This could cause strategies to behave differently in real time compared to historic calculations when you refresh the chart. This could mean trades taken in real time could disappear, or trades not taken in real time could suddenly appear when the chart is refreshed. The use of look-inside bar back testing on minute-based bars may not be able to account for the data delays. In other words, it won't reassemble the data in the way it was received in real time, and the errors in trading will remain. These issues are substantially mitigated if the trader uses tick bars or range bars instead of minute-based bars, because tick bars are independent of time. Finally, I wish to stress the cause of the data delay is unknown and may have occurred prior to Tradestation receiving it from the exchanges, during the handling of data by Tradestation, or even after it was sent to your machine. That is a wrap for tip 106. If you email me at 1000mileman@mindspring.com before January 31, 2021, I will send you an ELD file with the indicator used to plot the time delay in this video. If you like the video, you know what to do. You can look me up at InsideEdge.net, and thanks for listening.